Hey, what's up, garden friends? Jeff here, Tropical Plant Party. How's everybody doing? I hope you're good. I am great. A lot of projects that I have planned out this week. Who knows if I'll follow through and get them done, but that's my goal anyways. This is a planter I did months ago, has 3 Amaryllis in it. And these are just Narcissus paperwhites that I just literally set on top of the soil because I needed something to do with them. I had extras, and most of them took off, some of them not so much. And I need to clear this whole thing out because I want to reuse this. And typically I do different things with my Amaryllis during the spring, summer, and fall when they're dormant. I don't really do anything with them. But I need to get them out of here and put them somewhere else because I just kind of usually toss them into like a terracotta pot and put them in the corner of the garden. I don't really mess with them and just let them grow and do their thing until it's time to cut them back and put them into dormancy. I need to get the Narcissus out of here. This ivy was already like half dead when I put it in there. I just thought, hey, maybe it'll come back. It didn't because they like way more water than Amaryllis do. So I need to clear this out. For some reason, there were a bunch of chestnuts in here. Also, why is my water bottle not on my coaster? Why do I have a coaster? This is a plastic table. Neither here nor there. So I'm going to pull these guys out. I'm going to move them into this vase. And I'm actually using this for a different video that will be out this week. So maybe you already saw it. I don't know. But yeah, that's what's happening today amongst like a million other things. I need to drop the orchids and give them a soak. I think there's some spikes coming up there. The Seed Infinita. I'm going to wait a little longer and see what they do before I like zoom in and we talk about them. I need to do a heavy watering, fertilizing. I need to find my tomato fertilizer. Gather things. Lots of fun things happening. And some of them will be in the vlog. Some of them will be in videos that will have already come out prior to this vlog or will be coming out like a couple days after. I don't know. I'm trying to film ahead of time so I have more time to edit. I like the videos when I have a little bit more time to edit and not rush through them. Anyways, that's all. I'm just rambling at this point. I need to water this guy. Its spike is getting so heavy that it's pulling the actual plant over. So I need to water it and put some supports in there. I don't even know what's happening at this point. Oh, so I think with the Narcissus, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pull these guys out. See, they barely even have any roots on them. And I'm just going to put them in this bulb vase. I'll probably put some, like a tiny amount of nutrient in the water with them. I'm not doing that with the Amaryllis, so the Amaryllis need to be actually repotted. So I'm going to do that right now. It's okay? Yeah, I need to have a closer look here at some of these. This is still firm. I'm not seeing any mold or anything in it, so it should be just fine. Pretty close to being all the way downhill. I think it'll do better back here in the vase. This guy right here has nothing going on. So, but it's still firm, nice and firm. It has a little bit of give to it, but I don't see any mold or anything nasty going on, so should be all right. Oh, and now the question is going to be if all 4 of them will fit. Yeah, they fit. That works. Now I need to throw these chestnuts away. Why were there chestnuts sitting in this pot? I think I bought chestnuts in the wintertime, you know, because of that song about roasted chestnuts. It's chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Never had roasted chestnuts, but I mean, if there's a song about it, they must be pretty good, right? Well, I don't know. I did some reading about it, and everything was saying that they go bad really quick. So I was like, maybe they're rotten and I shouldn't cook them. So then it was just a waste. I'll go ahead and pull these guys out. Done with that. Now I just need to pull the ivy out. And I do want to get all these little pieces out too. This rock, isn't it pretty? This is called Amazonite. Really pretty blue rock. Lots of different colors and inclusions. And really pretty. Not necessarily fitting for this planter though. But I wanted to look at them, so I put them there. Alright, I have a feeling this is going to be kind of messy, so I got out my little tray here. And we've got some good roots. Not seeing any mold. There's some fuzziness in there. This bulb is one I'm a little bit concerned about. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about this bulb. I think it might need a cutting back and some sulfur powder because it did get some rot in it. Some water must have gotten in the crown. I'm not quite sure how because I'm really careful with these guys, but I mean, it happened. What can you do when get these ivies out of there? Yeah, these are doing okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these all out and get them potted back up. You can see here we have some offshoots coming up, which is great. What I like to see, there's another one right here. Excellent. Good stuff. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I took a, what is it, probably a 10-inch nursery pot, and I cut the top off of it, just shoop, right across. Amaryllis don't really need a super deep pot, so I don't see a reason to waste the space or the potting mix, because I actually usually they end up in like old hanging baskets. Clear off some of this stuff. Like I was saying, they usually end up in old hanging baskets, which really aren't much deeper than this, just like plastic ones. And I don't even hang them, that's just what I end up using for them. But I don't have any spares of those laying around right now, so I went ahead and I took my pruners, yes please, and went ahead and cut all that rotten stuff out. You can still kind of see the pink and everything in there from whatever type of fungus is growing. And I'm going to give this a quick dip into some sulfur powder, and then plant it a little further away from the other guys. That way there's not as much risk of there being water splashed on top of it. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do here. Maybe I'll pot it up completely separately. I don't really know. I don't really care if this bulb doesn't make it, so I'm not that invested in it. But I thought, you know, he might be interested in the process with bulbs that are starting to rot. And maybe it's not that interesting, I don't know. Okay, I'm actually going to hold off on the sulfur powder because this package that I picked up here, I just now noticed is not resealable. So you can see it looks like there's a zipper there, but there's not. And there are other ways this is sold, like in little bottles that you can just squeeze and a little powder comes out. I would prefer that over this because I don't feel like having to go find something to have to store this in. Sulfur powder is very effective, but it's also not that great for the environment. So I'm very careful with how I use it. You don't want to use a ton of this, especially if you have a lot of water runoff where you are. My backyard is the drainage for several houses into the city sewer system. So I try not to actually use that much sulfur powder. So yeah, I'm not going to mess with this. I'm just going to be careful. You know, another thing you can do with rotting bulbs is go in, pull out the paper around the bulbs that are rotting, because all that's going to do is hold the moisture in. So you may as well get it out. Like I said, I'm not that invested in this bulb. But if I had my sulfur powder in the proper packaging, I would just put a little sprinkle of it up there and let it dry out. You can also use cinnamon. Do I have any cinnamon? I have cinnamon. I know myself well enough to know if I brought the entire container out here, I would forget to take it back. So I put some in this cup because I should have some out here anyways, because anytime I cut an orchid, I like to dab some cinnamon on there. Let me just pop this guy open. And yeah, I'm just going to take the cinnamon. I'm just going to kind of dab that on there. Really shouldn't be dipping my finger in here and because I've just contaminated a cinnamon, so don't do that. That was not smart. But hey, I've already done it, so whatever. Just gonna keep on going. Now the risk you run here is you may end up accidentally drying your bulb out, but this does have some roots on it, so I'm not terribly concerned about that. There we go. So, got some cinnamon on there. That'll help dry it up where I made the cuts and everything. And like I said, this is contaminated now, so whoops, that was dumb. But hey, these things happen. Hopefully my mistake will help prevent you from making the same one, because that was a waste of cinnamon. Stuff smells so good. I love cinnamon. Why the heck won't this lid go back on? And now, of course, just gotta water this in. A nice heavy watering for the first time, and that should be good enough. I'm gonna let that soak in for a while. Probably going to give it a few good soakings, and it won't be watered again for a while. Probably not. Probably won't be watered again for a while. Talking's really hard today. Alright, so that's what I needed the pot for. This video, like I said, should have been out before I make this, so y'all will have seen this if you watched that video. And I think this came out really, really nice. I like it. I like it a lot, particularly these balls. I love these balls. The little ball cactus, little golden ball cactuses. Very pretty. Also, I forgot to introduce you to my dog. There's my new dog. I went to the art museum over the weekend, picked him up from the gift shop. I've always wanted one of these balloon animal sculptures, so I got him. Really like him. And yeah, now I need to go move this inside and clear space for the next project. Actually, I need to water. That's what I should do. Oh no, I actually need to release today's video. Too many things happening. Okay, just finished taking care of these guys. Nothing really happened with him, but he's cute. So I need to get these put away. And I'm torn between two different projects. I have these really cool pots. They kind of look like bedpans, but they're ceramic. they have a neat shape to them, and they look really neat to fill up with cactus and succulents, and I'm trying to make room for plants where I keep my cactus and succulents, so if they're potted up nicely, I can move them into the house. But this week's also going to be very cactus and succulent heavy, so I'm thinking I do have an orchid that needs to be repotted, a rescue orchid, actually, that was on clearance from the botanicals. This guy needs a rescue, needs some work, so maybe I'll do that instead. I don't really know. What I do know is that I'm not happy with something I'm seeing right now. Do you guys see it? You see it? How about now? You see it now? Yeah. Oh, it's actually kind of cute. I'm not gonna be able to... Oh, no, it's so cute. Crap. All right, about to have a new snail friend. Come on. Okay, bud. We can be friends now. You're not gonna eat my plants. Come on out. Hope I didn't kill it. I barely even touched you. Come on. Go ahead and put a stick in here for him, so he has some things to climb on for enrichment. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying that. Right now it's just a shell. All right, I need to get back to work. What am I doing? I'm a grown-ass man talking to a snail. All right, just got that finished up. Giving this guy a little bit longer to soak. Want the clay to soak in the water. Yeah. By the time this video comes out, I probably will have already edited this video. So by the time this video comes out, I will have already edited this one. So I probably won't be able to respond to the comments on it. I don't know. We'll see what order I can get things done. I have a feeling people are going to have a lot to say to me about what I did with this. And that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. But you got to experiment to see how things go. And if this is a zygopetalum, it should do great in this mix. But we'll see. Finally got this refilled. I need to dose it when I do such a heavy water change in it. Water change meaning I watered all of the plants and then refilled it. That water I refill it with is tap water, doesn't have a lot of nutrient in it. So a few weeks ago I started using this, and this is made for your fish tank actually, but people who keep this type of fish, these discus fish, usually use reverse osmosis water in their tanks. It's very clean, very pure. These fish do not like messy water at all. The problem with that is reverse osmosis water is pretty much void of a lot of really nice nutrients, minerals, and things. And this is just trace elements. It's got basically water vitamins, and I've been dosing this in here for the koi, and I've been seeing pretty good results with the vandas. So I'm going to keep doing it. I just give them, they just get about, I think it's 2.5 ounces, 2.5 of these. My nails are dirty. I've been planting a lot of things. Like I said though, I have been seeing really great results with this stuff. Here's number two, and roughly half. This is a very large volume of water, so I don't usually worry very much about putting too much in there. It's not likely to happen, especially with the amount of water that gets changed out of here every week. I went ahead and lowered my pH first, got it down to, I think it's about 6.8 or 6.9 right now. Temperature is about 74, so this stuff should do just fine. But I'll keep an eye on it just to be safe. Heading to Walmart. So my stove has been broken for a few weeks now. The repair people came and there's like a break in the wire, so it was arcing and, you know, dangerous stuff. I turned it on one day and it like popped in my face. It's an electric stove. And they said they'd have the part, they could fix it, and then lo and behold, a few days later, no, they don't have the part, it's on back order. So it's been a good, I want to say 3.5, almost 4 weeks now. And I'm tired of not being able to cook things on the stove. Like, cooking things in the microwave sucks. And there's only so much I can do in the oven. So, I have these plug-in burners, but they're induction, meaning you have to have a pot that is magnetic for it to work. And I have some pans that work fine on it, but I don't have a pot. I need to boil things. I miss boiling things. So, I'm running to Walmart, see if I can find a really cheap pot that will work and is magnetic. So, I got a magnet in my pocket. I'm gonna hop in there and see what they have that the magnet will stick to. That doesn't cost very much money. I think they're setting up some of their spring stuff, so I will probably also have a peek at the garden department. Sometimes they have some cute little pots and things like that. Who knows what it's going to be like. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a peek. It's cold. I know it looks like, you know, it's trying to pop through. It's a beautiful day, but it's also kind of chilly. It's like 46 degrees. So hopefully it'll warm up soon. But here nor that. That has nothing to do with going to Walmart. Well, I made it. Guess I shouldn't say that. I haven't gone in and come out yet. Wish me luck. reduction. That's what we need. The hell? I just realized that Friday's video, I spent the entire time referring to the cactus, the Cereus peruvianus, as a San Pedro cactus. I don't know why, but that's what I called it the entire video, and I can't redo the video because it was a potting video. It's already done, it's potted. Ugh! So I just had to go through and put in edits and disclaimers throughout the entire thing. Just because, I mean, I put in one at the beginning, but I figured I should keep putting them in because I know some of y'all out there, you hear me say it wrong one time without a disclaimer and I'm gonna get called out on it. That's okay. Redoing that now. You can't guess where I am. Big surprise. Oh, that's backwards. Yep, here I am. Again, gotta pick up some more stuff. Some ant bait. And what else? DE powder and sulfur powder. Fun, exciting stuff. Maybe they'll have some decent plants in for bonsai. Spring is usually a good time to find those things because they get in shrubs that have been, like, they're just breaking dormancy so you can see their trunk structure really well. I don't know. Well, gonna have a quick peek and look around. It is very windy, so I may not be able to record. We will see. Oh my god, so many flowers. And shrubs. A lot of shrubs. What the heck? Okay, you can't see this. It's snowing. That wasn't forecasted. Can you see it? Do you see the snow? I don't think you can see it. Yeah, there is no snow in the forecast. So much for spring. I mean, it's not spring, so I'm not surprised entirely. It is pretty. Okay, I've had a change of heart. The snow's really pretty and I'm really happy and excited that it's snowing. And since it's 40, oh, it just dropped to 40 degrees. It's not gonna stick, so just flurries. They're really big flurries though. So much snow. How about now? Do you see it now? Should be able to see it, right? I'm really making way too big of a deal out of this. Back into the bubble. So I was getting ready to film a video that I've been wanting to film for a very, very long time. Problem? I didn't read the label properly when I purchased this. So I saw diatomaceous earth and I was like, perfect. Garden safe, usually a decent reinforced safe pesticides. Then I'm looking down here, active ingredients, silicon dioxide, that's the diatomaceous earth. Other ingredients, 15%. What's the other 15%? I'm not gonna use this. Doesn't say what it is. And I mean, a lot of things always have the other and don't tell you what it is. But with the fish back here, this is powder. It goes everywhere. It's not a risk I'm willing to take, that getting into the water. Diatomaceous earth, DE powder gets in there, no big deal, they'll be fine. There's even a special filter pad I have that I can put in a filter that'll collect the DE powder, and when the DE powder bonds to the filter pad, it will actually polish the water. Pretty cool stuff, works great. DE powder, diatomaceous filters, I should say, are used often to clean your water. It would clog really fast with this, so that's not something I plan to do, but yeah, that's a waste. And I got this in place of another bag that I got from Amazon, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the other one. It'll be much better. It's just the bag arrived with a giant cut in it, and I'm, you know, a freak and I'm paranoid about things, and I just cracked the box open and I saw that it was ruptured, and I haven't touched it since because I don't want to inhale it. It's not going to kill you, but it's not great for you either. It's abrasive, but it is safe. I'm just being a baby about it. Really making a mountain out of a molehill here. So I guess I'm going to return that. Really need to read labels more efficiently. I was kind of in a hurry and just saw DE powder, saw diatomaceous earth, and I was like, cool. Didn't pay attention that it just says containing diatomaceous earth. Didn't occur to me to look at the other ingredients. And it says in here it's safe to use indoors, for indoors and outdoors. But it doesn't specifically say that it's pet safe. So if it doesn't actually say that it's safe to use around animals, I don't want to use it in the house either. Yeah, another thing to return. Oh well. There we go. Went ahead, got it taped up. Turns out tape does not like to stick to the bags when they have powder on them. Tried duct tape, didn't work. Packaging tape is kind of working. You can see it's still coming out there. So I guess I'm going to need to find some type of container to actually put this in. This is very frustrating and annoying. It was also supposed to come with a duster, but there wasn't one in the box. So I don't really... Oh, did you see all that just flew out of there? Oh, it's in the bag. Never mind. But seriously, did you see all that crap that just flew out of there? That's not gonna work. I think it's time to clean this filter out again. Another plant fell in. It was my fault. Apparently the hose I was using to water knocked a terrarium plant in here. I never found the plant, but I found the pot. So as I've been trying to get the dirt out of the water from when the staghorn fern fell in here, now I have more dirt in here I'm trying to filter out. Very frustrating, but it is really helping to stabilize the pH of the water, which is nice. I'm gonna flush this out. I may throw a carbon pad in there. I had a carbon pad in there before. I should explain. The carbon is like the charcoal that's in your orchid mixes and sometimes your potting soils, and it helps to remove impurities and kind of helps to shine your water a little bit. I mostly like to have it in there just in case some type of chemical gets in here. There's a backup to help remove it. The problem is the way this filter works is that the water comes in through the bottom, goes up through filter pads, and then on top there's a bag that has biological filter media in it, which is just a place to culture bacteria. Good bacteria that helps digest the stuff in the water, basically. When I put a carbon pad on there, it reduced the flow too much and the pads kept tilting, so the water was flowing around it. And that's part of the reason that the water got so dirty. I say dirty because it looks dirty. It's actually fairly clean. I've been testing it and it's pretty good, but I would like for it to be more clear. It's always going to kind of have a tint to it because I keep catappa leaves in there to soften and acidify the water, and those release tannins. So there's a lot of tannins in here, plus all that peat and everything. Another thing I have to do is that the hose popped out that runs the humidity table. It keeps popping out. I keep clamping it down, and it's not working. I don't know why it was fine for like a month, and now all of a sudden it's very frustrating. But I'm going to do that and clean my pumps out, and it's really nothing too terribly exciting, but I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe I can... I don't know. I'm going to shut up and just do it. Hey, look at that. It's like magic. We're on the other side. So all I actually do to clean this out is I bring it over to the edge, let it run over the side like so. The ginger plant really enjoys this. Just shake up this filter bag. I pull it out, and here's the filter pad. It's pretty gross, isn't it? The bottom is what's really gross. So I flip that over, flip it upside down, and then I just kind of flush it out. I don't use it, I don't use the sink or anything to clean it because the chlorine will kill the bacteria in it, so it's gross, but it's the way I gotta do it. So now I have the bio bag flushing out. I have to shake it up occasionally, get all the junk out of it that gets built up that the filter pad should be keeping from getting in there, but it doesn't. And here's the carbon pad. It's literally just like a pad of fabric coated in carbon. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is cut a strip of this to just kind of run the inside area. Since I can't put it flat, that might be all I can do. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Oh, look at how nice and clear the water's coming out. There we go. That is so much better. All right, so here's that strip I was talking about. I'm just going to try and maneuver this in place and use the bio bag that's in there to kind of wedge it to the edge. And chances are the water's just gonna flow right over this. But I figure it can't hurt to try. There we go. And I went ahead and put it just a smidge below the rim so that if water does clog this up, which it probably will very quickly, it can flow over the top and not all over the sides and everywhere. Yeah, that should help, but I don't know. It's an experiment. We will see. Now I need to find the hose. My hose disappeared. You don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I couldn't find the hose. Excuse me. Don't know where it is. It's in the water somewhere. This should clear up a lot in the next day or so anyway, so it'll pop up. I'll find it. I need to clean out the rest of my pumps. And what I'm doing instead of using the hose is I just turn the filter so the water is now running through the humidity table like so. It's a lot of flow, but it should still do the trick just fine. Probably a lot louder though than it was before, but what can you do? To feed the fish, they've been fed a few times already, but I'm gonna soak the vandas, and I like to make sure their bellies are nice and full before I do that. They're really growing. The big guys are gonna be happy to be going out to the big pond at my friend's farm this spring. But yeah, I think that's actually gonna do it for this week. A lot of stuff has happened, kind of, you know, all over the place as normal, which I always say at the end of every video. Sorry. But yeah, I gotta get going on some other things, so I hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps the videos a lot, and I really appreciate every single one of them. Subscribe as well. I upload multiple times a week. Down in the description, I will put my social media stuff down there in the roots. Follow me, I'll follow you back. We can look at each other's pictures and have fun nerdy plant time together. I hope everybody's doing well. Comment down below. I really enjoy talking to everybody. And as always, keep on growing, everybody. Bye-bye.